Warning Area 517. From surface to 30,000 feet, it comprises 14,000 nautical square miles of airspace above international waters, southwest of Guam. It's an international airspace warning area, an ATCA, where the U.S. military conducts live-fire exercises and tests weapons, like the laser-guided Hellfire missile.
There is a Hellfire missile range in Whiskey 517 that includes laser. Hellfire is a laser-guided weapon. Right? There is a requirement for specific designation of those ranges because they do contain lasers.
Ed Lynch of HDR Environmental. He spoke to members of the Guam Fishermen's Co-op last night about the changes that the Navy is planning to Whiskey 517. His company is doing the environmental impact study for those proposed changes which would result in an expanded warning area that would include the airspace over the Santa Rosa Reef and the Galvez Bank, prime fishing grounds for the island's fishermen.
I'm fishing Southern Banks very, very regularly. Even though there's warnings, I'm still fishing it. I have to. Is it going to be removed now, the ATCA 2? Can I go down there?
The meeting was sparsely attended. About a dozen showed up. But the fishermen who did come were concerned about their livelihoods and their safety.
And you know that most of the Southern Banks are sitting kind of on the northwest edge of that boundary. Even if they're just outside the warning area, what are the real threats to a fisherman?
If you're a mile outside that range, okay, you're going to be safe, all right? Now, you asked me the flip side of that question. A mile inside that range, I'm going to say it's a risk analysis, isn't it? You're never going to sit there and have it where you're, it's right on the edge. You're going to, safety requires us to provide the safest possibility for not just the operator that's trading, but also the public.
They asked that the warning area, the ATCA boundaries, be moved at least 30 miles to the east so they could continue to fish the Southern Banks without risk.
My only point is, like Manny said, move it 30 miles to the east.
And 30 miles east, we're going to look at it. So we are going to go back and ask that question, all right? But I can't sit here and tell you absolutely there won't be a problem with 30 miles, right? We're going to go back and ask that question. I told you I'd be absolutely honest with you that I don't have the answers. I'm here to find out. If 30 miles, is what you guys want me to go ask, then that's what we're going to go ask. Can we move it 30 miles? All right? And that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Any final decision on the warning area is more than a year away.
Upon completion, it goes to the FAA for action because the FAA is the one that will actually change the ATCAs.
So we don't have a date then when?
The environmental impact statement is scheduled to be completed in April 13, and then the FAA can take its action.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.